Yo, what is good, guys? This is I, Professor Legends, back here with another Dragon Ball Legends video for all of you. And today, pretty much, everyone's speculating LF Super Saiyan 3 to get Zenkai Awakening. Lo and behold, Legends has confirmed it. So yeah, it's confirmed. LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku is the next Zenkai unit. So let's take a look here. It says Super Saiyan 3 Goku Zenkai Awakening is coming. Combo into Strike, Blast, or Ultimate from Special Arts, plus get minus 20% damage taken, plus 3% key recovery, and nullify downgrades and conditions for the first 30 time accounts by unlocking all his uniques. So yeah, this is pretty much what we're gonna get from his third and fourth uniques. So yeah, it's pretty much confirmed. Lo and behold, everyone's speculations were true. He has a Zenkai. So yeah, and these two events pretty much did everything. These two events pretty much did the trick. So yeah, so they did the trick, and yeah, he's pretty much getting a Zenkai. The next LF unit gets a Zenkai. So yeah, let's take a look at his stats. His defenses are actually quite alright. This is like the stats of an average unit. Like his stats are average. I didn't like the way they did it with LF Gohan. They pretty much did a big boost. But the thing is here, these are Zenkai stats. If you take a look at the base ones, he was pretty much tanky to begin with. So yeah, if you look, these are his base stats. I clicked on base, and these are his base defenses. Like, bruh, like his defenses are actually quite good. And then once he gets Zenkai, yeah. So yeah, his strike attack didn't really get much of a boost. Didn't really get much of a boost. But his blast, but it was heavily focused on his blast attack. So yeah, his strike attack is not really that bad. The only thing you should watch out for is his blast attack. So yeah, with this Super Saiyan 3 Goku, they might pretty much boost all his stats like to a monstrous amount. But you know, like father like son. You know, like father like son, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, he's pretty much gonna be broken just like him. I have a feeling. So yeah, so this is his kit right now. So it says, so obviously draw the ultimate arms card Super Spirit Bomb next. When do give him a Zenkai, they're probably gonna do 35% to 40% and probably do key by 50. So yeah, nullify zone unfavorable and manufactured for 3 counts, and gain attribute upgrade minus 50% to enemy sustained damage card effect for 30 counts. So yeah, he ignores half the enemy's damage cuts, and yeah, so yeah, his kit, not really that good at all. His additional buffs are pretty much time gated, including the arts card, including card draw speed. Yeah, if they change from 30 to 25, then then it would pretty much be good for him. So imagine 20, so that once he does get his main off, once he does pop off his main, his costs are pretty much going to be good. And of course he can get additional defense buffs from this unique and from his third and fourth uniques as well. So so yeah, receive 0 damage for changing cover for the first time. Plus 3 substitution count when activated. Once characters on the battlefield, foreign effects are applied to self when enemy switches characters. So yeah, he gets more buffs, and his ultimate damage buffs are forever stacking. They're permanent, they're forever stacking, and he can only gain 1 Dragon Ball. So obviously, Strike and Blast arts, they're not going to change once they get Zenkai. They normally never do that. They never do that. So Super Kamehameha. Let's talk about the special move. About the special move here. So yeah, his blue card is they're most likely to change it from major to massive, as they did with the Gohan, from major to massive, uses enemy key probably by 50. Most likely by 50 or 70, depending on if they want to make it broken or not. So yeah, counter activate upon enemy's blast attack when it finds a post. This is the concern right here. It didn't include tap attack. They didn't include tap shots. That's the thing. They didn't include tap shots. If they add tap shots, then he's pretty much going to be viable once he gets Zenkai. If they do add tap shots, he's pretty much going to be broken. He's pretty much going to be disgusting to deal with because of that passive play. Imagine him and the red Super Gogeta. Like, imagine him sealing. Imagine this Super Saiyan Goku sealing strike cards attack, like the way the red Super Gogeta seals blast attack. Like, literally, I can imagine that happening. And if it does happen to him, he's going to be disgusting. But yeah, it doesn't say that, so there's no chance. So I highly doubt they're going to do that. But I think they will add tap attacks, so tap shots. I mean, so yeah. And now with the Zenkai coming, once it does get Zenkai, his Green Guard can pretty much combo into anything if the counter becomes successful. So once the counter becomes successful, you can pretty much combo into anything, and his ultimate arts is pretty much going to deal massive. I have a feeling they might change it from massive to supreme. If they do supreme, yeah. So yeah, I have a feeling they're going to change it from massive to supreme. I have a feeling they're going to do that. Like, his ultimate pretty much is pretty much like kind of a nuke. Like it can pretty much destroy every unit if the opponent switches out enough times in the count. So yeah, if they change it from massive to supreme, that's pretty much going to be a big buff for him, along with the huge stat boosts he might get. So yeah, and then they're pretty much not going to change this. Of course, they're going to nullify endurance. Imagine they nullify cover counters as well. Although they might do that in his third and fourth uniques. So yeah, and of course, is the ability buff Saiyan defenses. So yeah, this is pretty much his kit before Zenkai. I'd imagine him getting a huge stat boost, especially on the defensive parts, especially on his defenses and his attacks. So yeah, let's take a look at his son Gohan. So yeah, these are the stats for his Zenkai. 280 attack, blast attack, and his defenses were pretty much high to begin with. Like, he was quite tanky to begin with. So yeah, let's take a look at Zenkai. Space Zenkai base Zenkai base Zenkai base Zenkai. So yeah, pretty much his strike attack didn't really get a boost at all. His blast attack got the major boost. And his defenses are actually quite high. So yeah, his ultimate deals massive. I have a feeling they might change Super Saiyan 3's ultimate from massive to supreme. It might deal supreme. So yeah, and then let's look at that. Let's look at this Goku's unique equipment right here. So now that he's getting a Zenkai, there is also a very high chance that this unique right here is going to have an awaken. There's going to be a memory for that in order to awaken his equipment. So yeah, his equipment is most likely going to get a huge buff. It's going to become awakened. And yeah, let's talk about the events real quick. And as you all know, the stream difficulty for Just Try to Surpass Me has been released today. So yeah, do keep that in mind. So yeah, here's the event right here. Yeah. Or should, in the words of Japanese people, ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that again. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. All right. So yeah, this event is more than like my game overhaul. My game overhaul is pretty much likely. It's pretty likely it's gonna get an overhaul. Probably about 1,000 more crystals. Probably gonna do 100 battles. So yeah, every 5 battles you're gonna get challenges, get 20 coin crystals. All you need to do, clear within the time limit. Battles 50 and 100. Your best bet is to use LF Super Saiyan 3. So yeah, this event is most likely gonna get an overhaul. And yeah, this banner is most likely going to return. It's more than likely to. So yeah, this event is most likely going to get an overhaul. So yeah, it's going to be in a step-up format. This banner is going to return in a step-up format. Probably going to add more units, or maybe make some changes to the units. Make some changes to some of the units that are in the banner, and make sure that it's what a quote-unquote super high value. As in, double the rates, put in newer characters. That's it. Put in a step up. That's pretty much going to be it. So yeah, his equip is pretty much get an awakening status. This event is going to return in step up format. This event is most likely going to get an overhaul. So yeah, that's pretty much it from me. LF Super Saiyan 3 is definitely getting the Zenkai Awakening. It's been confirmed by the official Dragon Ball Z Twitter account. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content from Professor Legends. And that being said, I'll see you all fellow players next time. This is Professor Legends, over and out.